I'm not sure if you watched Monday Night Raw or WrestleMania Part 3? Well, if that's the case, this is not necessarily a WrestleMania-worthy main event. Yeah, go ahead, leave a comment without watching the video. Yeah, just come on, please. Do that. Seriously, people, please watch the video first before leaving a comment. I uploaded my WrestleMania review. Does anyone else agree that this man is just embarrassing himself? I have no effing idea why he said in the last episode that Goldberg has not accomplished anything, bruh. He is a major champion and one of the best wrestlers to ever live, while he is just sitting in his office making these videos, not paying attention to his wife with not even 500 subs. Come on. First of all, I think this guy has a secret camera in my house. Well, I don't remember saying that Goldberg never achieved anything. As a matter of fact, during that video, I feel like I've said this. I was really impressed by Goldberg. Not that he had different moves or anything, but Goldberg was very quick. It felt like he was younger. Watch the video before leaving a comment, please. Speaking of attention, my wife is pregnant. Yeah, that's a decent amount of attention. Raw after WrestleMania, most of the time it's very special because the crowd is absolutely amazing. The crowd always goes nuts for everything and anything. And some people say it's even more entertaining than WrestleMania. We get debuts, returns. This time, however, because of the circumstances, it was not the same. And I would argue that 50% of the show was pretty bad. And even though I joked about Big Show versus Drew McIntyre, I actually found that to be very entertaining and creative. I mean, it shouldn't happen at WrestleMania, but they decided to put it on Raw, record it for Raw, and I believe it's pretty cool. You know, you don't want that match to be the main event of WrestleMania, but it doesn't even count as a match at WrestleMania. Great idea. I know Big Show has a lot of critics, but I never understood that because in my honest opinion, for the guy his size, he's one of the greatest WWE wrestlers of all time. And this night's Raw was all about the big people because Jax made her return as well. And oh boy, am I very excited. Yeah. Yay, Nia. I love Nia. The show kicked off with Asuka versus Liv Morgan. So that is already not necessarily Raw after WrestleMania worthy match. Nothing against these two, but Liv Morgan versus Asuka is not necessarily what people wanted to see after seeing Drew McIntyre winning the championship and Edge, beating Randy Orton. By the way, WWE advertised Edge, but we never got him. Anyway, so that was a pretty decent match. It had a couple of good spots, not gonna lie. The question I have is Asuka right now not a member of a tag team? Because it kinda seems like it, and I believe it would be a great idea because Asuka has a lot of potential as a singles competitor. As a matter of fact, she already achieved a lot. Kairi Sane has, a lot of potential as well. And of course, Asuka won the match with a submission. One of the worst things about this Raw was that we got a lot of replays. This time we didn't get, a full replay of a match, but we got a bunch of WrestleMania 36 replays. And I understand that, but if you already seen that show a day ago, you don't really want to see it. As a matter of fact, we got a Raw Tag Team Titles match rematch. Angel Garza and Austin Theory versus the Street Profits, exactly the same match that we saw a day ago, one of the least important matches of the show, and I said that I don't really think it needed to be on the pay-per-view. But we got that match again, and it wasn't bad or anything like that, but it was so long for something that people don't really care about that much, because the match ended in a disqualification when Vega tries to interfere. Then we got Bianca Belair interrupting, and we got Bianca Belair challenging Zelina Vega into a match. Very convenient for Zelina to be dressed as a wrestler tonight. Anyway, we got the match, which is pretty good, but again, it ended in a disqualification when teams got involved. So then they challenged them to a 6-man tag team match. For the first time, people, 6-man tag team matches have a build-up. So then we got a 6-man tag team match, and I'm like, okay, I've been watching the same crap for, I don't know, half an hour right now, maybe more, I don't know. Anyway, we got the match in which the babyface team won. Now, for me, honestly, the match of the night and something that really shocked me was Aleister Black versus Apollo Crews. So Apollo Crews right now is a member of Monday Night Raw. The only reason I know he was not a member of Monday Night Raw is because he was in that terrible rivalry against Sheamus. So I was like, okay, it's gonna be a 2-minute match. Apollo is going to do a couple of flips and Aleister is going to kick him in the face, and that's basically it. No, people, that was a very long match. That was a very long match and very entertaining, and I imagine if this match had the crowd during Raw after WrestleMania, people would go nuts. Because this was a very, very, very good match for Raw, and kinda, makes you forget that there's no audience anyway. But, of course, Aleister Black won the match, but I was impressed with Apollo Crews because just a couple of weeks ago, he was beaten the crap by Sheamus in a handicap match with Chad Gable, Shorty G, whatever. So that was honestly one of the highlights of the show. For weeks in my Monday Night Raw reviews, I said that Ricochet and Cedric Alexander should be a tag team, and now, officially, they are. What does that mean? Are WWE watching my videos? No, of course they're not. But I guess I wasn't the only one who had that idea. People, nothing like Oni and Danny from NXT UK on Raw after WrestleMania. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Yes, WWE finally listened. So yeah, even though I'm excited that Ricochet and Cedric Alexander are a tag team, not the match I wanted. Yeah, let's just say that. And obviously Cedric Alexander and Ricochet won the match, which is pretty cool. Like I've said before, if you don't have anything for these two, they're pretty similar style, similar look in a way, similar size, Why not have them as a tag team? A lot of potential right here, and that's exactly what WWE did. Kevin Owens reminds you that this is still the Kevin Owens show. I don't really, this promo didn't do anything, We got Seth Rollins versus Denzel DeJournette, which is my new favorite wrestler, actually. I was so impressed. Anyway, we got the match, which was pretty much a squash match. Seth Rollins wins the match, and he was very angry during his entrance, after winning the match, during the match. He was very angry. And I'm not quite sure whether this rivalry is going to continue, but I really hope it's not going to. Holy Nia Jax! Nia Jax made her return. Oh my man, I'm so excited. Nia Jax! She crushes Deonna Purrazzo. Wow, she's so strong, Nia. She's not like most girls. So yeah, Nia Jax is back. I don't know, not really excited about it, but I guess that is the return that we got on Raw after WrestleMania. Okay, another weird match. Like tonight we got a bunch of matches between a Raw superstar and someone that you don't even really know, or someone from NXT, someone very unimportant at the moment. Because we got Humberto Carrillo versus Brendan Vink. I don't know, who is that guy? I never seen him before. And what is the point of this match? Anyway, we got the match and obviously Humberto Carrillo won. So here you go, Raw after WrestleMania. And it's not like I'm complaining, people. I'm just saying, I didn't have a problem with it. I wish we saw a promo from Edge, Orton, the champion, Drew McIntyre. I would prefer that than a match that I don't really care about. And that was basically your Monday Night Raw, because then we got footage from WrestleMania. So after WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre came back to the ring and he gave an interview. Drew McIntyre obviously was talking about how it still doesn't feel real, but he got his custom title plates. And it's real. He also thanks Paul Heyman because, Paul Heyman during the match kept saying that, do the F5 all night long. But after every F5, Drew McIntyre just got more angry. And he won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. He gets interrupted by the Big Show, and Big Show is provoking the guy, but Drew McIntyre says, I just had a fight, I'm not gonna have another match. I don't want that. And Big Show is talking, and Drew says, you're not gonna change my mind until Big Show slaps him. And then we got the match, of course. Of course, that's how it goes. So we got the match, Big Show versus Drew McIntyre. I was kinda into it. Two big men. By the way, just how big Drew McIntyre is, man. He's almost as tall as the Big Show. Holy dude, this is insane. Anyway, we got the match, and I thought it was pretty entertaining. Obviously, nobody thought that Big Show is going to win. Obviously. But the match was still fun. I liked the chokeslam because if there was a crowd, people would go nuts because, even though you don't think that Big Show is going to win, there's always that slight possibility. So I wish we got a crowd for this match. And of course, Drew McIntyre retained the title with a Claymore, and that was your Monday Night Raw. It's funny how WWE pre-taped this show. It was not live, and they still promised Edge. Hey, some people in the comments, I did not say that I don't like Edge. I said that I wanted to see Edge, Should I explain it word by word? Majority of people in the comments are absolutely amazing. I love you guys. But, you know, there's always that 4% that is just annoying and honestly keeps me away from reading the comments most of the time. It bothers me when people don't listen but comment something that I never even said. Anyway, people, so that was your Monday Night Raw. Just a show that you would put on a background, you know, not necessarily very good, but I think from now on, Raws are going to be live again without the audience, of course, but that is a good thing, you know, because we won't see spoilers. I haven't seen any spoilers, to be quite honest with you, but it was still pretty scary, and like I said, I was surprised that we got so many title changes, because it's shocking that it didn't happen live, but we still got so many cool stuff. Anyway, also, thank you for watching the video. Love ya. Patreon.com/TheGreatOneYT if you can support me during these tough times. If you haven't been affected really, leave a like, you know, thank you very much. Twitter, Instagram, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.